Hey everyone, my name is Leandris, and today I wanted to tell you 3 things that you need to do before you even start paying off your debt. Okay? So with this being said, don't get overwhelmed and just keep in mind that the end goal is to pay off debt. You have to take these steps in order to start paying off your debt, okay? So without these steps, you shouldn't even consider paying off your debt because you're not gonna know where you're at and you might end up in more debt than you were in the beginning, okay? So with the first step, I want you guys to look for a method that would help you track your expenses and track your income, all right? By this, I mean, look on Excel if you're someone who is constantly on the computer and who constantly has access to a computer and knows how to use Excel or Google Sheets. Look on there and see if they already have a format set up, all right, to track your expenses. That's what I did, and that's what I'm currently using in Excel. It's just a bill checklist, and I go in there and update everything that I owe each month and all of my income. But if you're not this kind of person and you like to write things down, then get a journal or get a notebook, something that you already have lying around. Just find a method that works for you. Look on YouTube and look on Pinterest or even Google and look for something that appeals to you and something that is practical for you to manage, something that is easy for you to understand and for you to keep on top of, okay? And the second thing is to print out your bank statements. And if you can't print it out, just download the PDF file and save it onto a hard drive or even save it into a folder on your computer. So you have easy access to it and you know where everything is. And when you do look at your bank statements, make sure that you're looking at what you're spending on your credit cards, for example. So make sure that you're seeing if that bank is charging you an annual fee just for having that credit card open with them. So when looking at these bank statements, make sure that you're checking to see if they're charging you a $2 or $3 fee for sending you a paper bank statement. You could avoid this by having them send that to you through email instead of sending it through the mail. And I know it's not a lot of money, but it's $2 or $3 for, let's say, 2, 3, 4 accounts. That's like $4 to $8, and it's not a lot of money, but it's money that you don't have to spend. It's something that you could easily save and something that you could easily do away with that probably won't affect you that much because I know most people are very technological nowadays, so they just have everything online instead of on hand because it just creates a lot of clutter. So this avoids all that paper clutter and you readily have access to all the information you need for months worth of bank statements. And check your checkings account also because they might be charging you a fee just for having an account with them. Maybe they could waive that fee if you make a certain amount of deposits in a month's time so that you could stay with that bank. But you might have to switch over to, which is not a bad thing, and it could save you a couple of dollars that you could use elsewhere. The same for your savings account. You might be paying for that. And you don't have to do all of this in a day. I took a month to get all of my expenses together, and that includes medical bills, student loans, credit card debt, my mortgage payments, my bills that I pay every month, subscriptions, and more. There's just so many. So that's why it took me a month. I wanted it to be perfect and I wanted to know exactly who and what I owed and the amount that I'm paying towards that every month. Make sure that you write everything down, like the smallest dollar. If you're paying $6 for your Hulu account, like I was, but I canceled it, make sure that you write that you're paying $6 for a Hulu subscription, all right? For anything that you're paying that is an expense that you pay every single month, make sure you write that down. And if you are saving, make sure you put that in there too. By doing this, you're gonna know exactly where all your money is going. And if you see that you are supposed to actually have money left over at the end of the month and you don't, you'll have to see where that money is going and what you missed or what you bought. If you guys want a list or like an explanation of what should be in your spreadsheet, make sure you let me know in the comments below because I can make another video about that and show you guys every single little thing that should be on your spreadsheet and how you can set it up. So the last thing you need to do is evaluate your financial situation. To do this, just ask yourself 2 simple questions. Am I spending more than what I bring in every month? Or am I just barely holding on? So by answering these 2 questions, you'll be able to develop a plan to tackle your debt. whether you're spending more than what you're bringing in, then you might have to evaluate your expenses and see if you can cut back in some ways, or bringing down your food budget, trying to go out less so that you spend less on gas. Or are there unnecessary things that you're buying every month that you really don't need? Don't automatically assume that you have to jump into a program and pay someone to help you figure out your finances and pay off your debt. Just evaluate your financial situation first and do your research, because if you don't even have money to pay what you owe, then you should really consider whether spending a couple $100s is really worth it. If you do have, that self-control where you can manage your finances yourself, and where you can stop yourself from making unnecessary purchases, or where you can really cut back and cut down on everything that you're doing. Just your lifestyle itself, just cutting back a lot to pay off your finances. So you could possibly save yourself that couple $100s like I did. And you're probably asking yourself, how can I cut back? What do you mean? What do I need to cut back on? You're going to answer that question yourself when you lay out all your expenses in front of you. But if you want a list of things that you could cut back on immediately, make sure you check out my video on the 10 things that I won't buy in 2020, just so you have an idea on things that you could cut back on or greatly reduce for this year, just to see where you can save that money and putting all that money that you've been saving towards your debt, or even putting it in your emergency fund, which is a great thing to do, trust me, because you never know what's going to happen. I will make another video totally dedicated to emergency funds, but for now, just focus on your spreadsheet or your list of your expenses, because this is going to tell you where your money is going, what you're doing with it, what you need to cut back on. It's going to be hard looking at what you owe and trying to cut back. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but if you need any help, if you want my advice on anything, let me know in the comments below or shoot me a message. I'll leave my Instagram handle below. I would love to help you out throughout this journey, and if you have some tips for me, make sure you let me know, because I'm on this journey with you. It's not just you. I'm on this path with you. If we can help each other out, that is even better, and I'm looking forward to talking to you, communicating, and sharing our experiences and seeing how I can help you manage your finances and get out of debt. If you also want to know about 10 things that you could do that will help you save money right away by changing up what you're doing or asking your friends and family member to help, just click the link right up here and it'll take you to that video where I tell you 10 things that you can change up and that you're already doing on a weekly, monthly basis, but you can change that up where you can do things more frugally and possibly at a free cost to you. All right. So make sure you check out that video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Please don't forget to comment below if you do want a video of what should be on your expense tracker. Let me know and I can make a video about that if you guys need it. So I hope you love this video and don't forget to check out the other ones. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.